Kia ora te whānau, e whiti te rā. The sun is shining in Tauranga. That there is our taonga, Maua, Mount Maunganui, overlooking Arataki Sports Ground. And we have an under-16s clash for you. It will be Northland up against Akarana. And you are watching the NZRL National Girls Youth Tournament. And a feast of action throughout the day. I am Lavina Good. I'm bringing you all the action compliments of String Shop, as we have partnered with the NZRL to bring you Wahine Rugby League action, the future of rugby league right here. Next 3 days of tournament action in Tauranga. That there is Akarana. They'll be playing in the blue jerseys as they prepare to take on Northland. Got some superstars to Akarana. It is an under-16s competition. Their fullback is Natalia Jemaya Vaya. She is a very good player indeed. Keep an eye on their number 6 and number 7, Arataki and Eden Iremia. They combine very well and can be a headache for opposing players. Got action all over the field. This is your Northland team. Eva Stemkamp is the number 2. She's like lightning on the wing. Expect her to receive plenty of ball out wide. Mia Heben Siasi and Capri Murray. Murray is one of the very strong runners, the number 8 for the Northland team. I had a chat to one of the Northland supporters of the under-16 teams just a short while ago, and he told me that unfortunately the under-18s Northland side were very short on players. So some of these under-16s players had to go up to the under-18s, and then they had to try and do their best where they couldn't bring in the under-14s players. Try and do their best to scrape in a few extra players. So under the pump initially is Northland, trying to get the numbers up. They are here in Tauranga, and they are contesting this 2024 Girls National Youth Tournament. It'll be Northland that receive the ball first in the white jerseys. Akarana always donning the kukurangi or blue jersey. They're renowned for being an impressive under-16 side as this team from Akarana. Very, very hungry on defence. And we have seen from this tournament so far, if you make the tackles and don't make mistakes, you often come out the victor of the match. We are coming to you from Tauranga's Arataki Sports Ground near Bayfair at Mount Maunganui. Hope you're enjoying all the action. Pack up for the rest of the day. Enjoy watching the future of rugby league. Under-16s and under-18s action throughout the next 3 days. It will culminate with a final on Tuesday to decide the national champions. And despite the intense defence, our referee said, I didn't like what I saw. So early possession for this Northland outfit. They will look to try and strike early against this hotly favoured Akarana Rugby League zone team. Bringing the ball up on the left-hand side. Mistake-free football so far from Northland. Looking for some of their bigger players to take some impact in the middle is Northland. Happy to be here in Tauranga contesting the national championship. Nice little show and go. They'll have to keep an eye on Mia Hebden Selassie. Very sneaky number 7. Crafty player she is, donning the number 7 jersey. There she is again. She reads the play very well, does the halfback from Northland. Very, very clever indeed. She's really looking down the left to look at options. She's got the ball in hand. Cut out pass. Didn't allocate for the win that time. Picked up on the loose ball. No knock-on, says our referee. Kept alive. Very good support play from Northland. They decide to strike early. They found Akarana napping. And our referee said, we'll bring it back, no try. But a sign of things to come from Northland. That was very impressive indeed. The ball went to ground on the cutout pass. There's a 30-kilometre wind coming through from left to right. Picked it up on the hands. Good support play from Tinita Usaila. She goes to get it down. And very good spotting from our referee. We didn't have to go up to the big screen for that. No bunker here. Great refereeing. In possession, Akarana. Picking up the ball will be Zion Arkuyo. And the errors creeping in. This is not what the coaches want. Sequoia Iafata is the coach of the Akarana under-16 side. Just that surrendering of possession is not what the coaching staff ordered from their team in blue. Possession will go back to Northland after the scrum. It's almost a fait accompli with the scrum these days. Just a nice little drop ball behind the back rower's legs. No need to draw any attention from the referee. Picked up by the lock. Good hands that time. She is so good, is Mia Hebden Selassie. Very aggressive player. I said before, she reads the play well. So too does Tyler Waddington Connolly, who is the 5'8" from Northland. Little dance left and right. Mato Maui, left, right. They need to go forward, does Northland, if they want to make an impact and score first. Clean hands. No mistakes from Northland. Chewing through the tackles. The sun is shining here in Tauranga. Ifiti Tara. Glorious afternoon despite the strong wind. Hasn't kept the fans away. They want a taste of the best rugby league players from around the country. Under-16s, under-18s. And they are receiving that. In an impressive place at the moment is Northland. Charging their way to the line. Plenty of opportunities. Nothing silly right now. But they go the short side. They opt to go down to the right. Slow play the ball this time from Northland. Cut out pass. Not one, not two. Picked up off the bounce. An opportunity to cross the line, but the defence snuffed it out. Keely Livingston, the number 20. Good tackle from her from Akarana. It's been all Northland, though, in the opening stages of this first half. 2 20-minute halves, a short half-time break. Not much time to settle the nerves. The coaches want mistake-free rugby league. That's what they are calling for. That's what's been winning the matches so far here in Tauranga. You are watching the NZRL 2024 Girls National Youth Tournament. Brought to you by the NZRL and also Stream Shop. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Nice darting run, Natalia Jemaya. This is better from Akarana. Good hands down to the right. Emily Lualima Bowden Palasoa. She decided to bring the ball in, see what she could do with possession. The referee says we will give possession to Northland. And with a chance now at the halfway mark, what could Northland possibly do? Running from left to right. That's tackle number 1. 8 metres in. Manages to keep the ball alive. Good hands from Northland and very, very good support play from Hani Murray, the number 9. This is good stuff from this Northland team that I wouldn't like to use the word makeshift, but they were short loads of players that had to be distributed to the under-18 side. Playing with loads of spirit, heaps of heart. They would like nothing more than cross first against this hotly favoured Akarana team. Good support play by Northland. Options left and right. Snuffled defensively, though, Saloni Lee of Akarana. Chewing through the tackles is Northland. 7 minutes into this match, still no points on the board. Looking for some charging runners at their Priya Santia Winikeri Leaf. Very strong player from Northland. Comes from a good rugby league family. Little grubber kick, kicked it nice and low. On point, charging through. Couldn't pick up the ball or the bounce, but nice perception there from Mia Hebden Salasi, the halfback. She's controlling the match at the moment as the number 7 from Northland. Still no points. Been a good, strong defensive match from both sides. Nothing separating these two teams. Plenty of talk from this Akarana side with their under-16s outfit, how they've come together as a good, tight training unit in implementing some strategic plays. Nothing separating the two sides at the moment. That there is a very good run indeed from Keely Livingston. She's like lightning, the number 20. Give her some space and she will make some yards. On the inside, Linera Tutaya. Plays the ball quick, don't manage to put her on the ground. Here comes Akarana. They head left. At Jemaya Vaya. Good support play. Coming in on the inside. Keely Livingston, I mentioned her pace before. Drew the penalty as well for Akarana. Starting to play with their chests out. A little bit of an air of confidence is Akarana. The communication is better indeed. They've got 6 tackles to try and find their way over the line. Azaira Amusa, the number 9, goes to ground with the ball. Support play comes in from Eden Idemia. And she does know her way to the line, does the number 7. And Mason Eden Idemia. I wouldn't say she had a quiet opening 7 minutes, but certainly reserved in terms of what we normally see from the number 7 from Akarana. Had plenty of work to do after the dummy. Just found her way back on the inside. Once again, it was a case of not pushing her back. Just get under the ball. Always fascinated by defenders when they have a player over the line to try and push them back. When if you can just get under the ball, you stop the try. That could not be stopped that time. Emerson Eden Idemia sets things up nicely for her own kick. She'd love to slot this one over. Well, she would have scored all the points so far for Akarana. Wind has died down slightly for the kick. It's favouring her. She's got the distance. The flags go up. Outstanding stuff from the halfback. Emerson Eden Idemia taking control of this match is the number 7. And Akarana strike first and take a 6-0 lead over Northland. Under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. These matches, I can tell you, are like lightning. A feast of action throughout the day. We've already featured, if you've been with us, which I really do hope you have been, a couple of under-18s matches between Mid-Central, Wellington, South Island Coastline District and the under-16s. There's still plenty more to come. Today, Monday and Tuesday, vying for national honours. Good kick from Northland, well picked up out wide. Some of those tackles are starting to be missed from this Northland side who have been forced to defend for the last 5 minutes or so. It's not just about making tackles or being a good defender, it's about having defensive structure and defending as a team. Can't afford to have the one-on-one tackles or the one-off tackles. If that's the case, the holes will open up and will be exposed. Here come Akarana down the right. Good pass from Hetariki. She's the number 6 from Akarana. Making the most of an error. Tackle had to be made from Akarana. That's just one tackle for Northland. Making good yards. Hoping those dummy half runners can charge through the line. Sticking with the attack down the right-hand side is Northland. Up to the task is the defence. Emerson Eden Idemina doesn't just score tries, she stops them. It's great to see a little halfback not afraid to make a few tackles. Very Nathan Cleary-esque there from Eden Idemina. Charge up the middle from Northland. Good spirit at the moment from the Northland side, playing in the white jerseys left to right. Just trailing by 6 points. They're stacked on the left-hand side. Idemia again decided to hang on to it this time. Could have got rid of it second time round. Now they go right. Some of their attackers are still down left. Need to regroup, does Northland. Running out of tackles and opportunities. They put the kick up. It is a swirling wind. It is all over the place. It's touched by Natalia Jamayavaya. And then it goes out. The possession might come back to Northland. No, they run it out to Akarana. Here she comes. Mentioned before how quick she is. She has so much pace, does the youngster representing Akarana. Starting to drop off the tackles is Northland. Can't afford to do that against players like Zainai Kuoi. That was a good run from Genesis Atai, the number 23 from Akarana. Quick hands from Akarana. There's a hole, there's a gap, there's a line, there's a try. That was fabulous. Righteous to Taya. She saw a gap and charged through it. The pass was outstanding. Pass is only as good as the gap. You can often pass into the gap. You've got to have someone running into it. There's the hole. There's a little dummy. Not even touched. Showed some pace to the number 13. Running on her toes. Didn't need the support players. The defensive gaps opening up and being exposed at the moment. Northland will have to try and shut that down. Still 6 minutes remaining in the first half, and Akarana take a 10-0 lead in this under-16s clash, part of the 2024 Girls National Youth Tournament, brought to you by the NZRL. Giving you an opportunity to see and showcase the future of Wahine Rugby League here in Aotearoa. Schoolgirl Rugby League forming in a regional sense. So it's not school versus school, it's region versus region. The best of the best. 2 more points added to Akarana's total. Starting to take control of this match, not necessarily on the scoreboard, but just in terms of the distribution of the ball and what they're managing to do defensively as well. Akarana 12, Northland 0. So Northland will have to rally. As I've mentioned, they have lost a couple of players to the under-18s. A couple of latecomers coming forward, some youngsters playing with loads of spirit. But they do know Akarana to race away to a commanding lead as they head into the break. All of a sudden, the yardage is there for Akarana. That is Lenira Tutaya. She's a very strong, fast player, is the number 19 from Akarana. She has heaps of pace, reads the game very well indeed, is also a great deceptive runner. The decoys coming in from Akarana. Options out wide. Support players everywhere. Don't need it. Outstanding stuff from Genesis Atai. Very good support play. It was the decoy runners from Akarana that set things up, asked questions and made the defence second-guess themselves. The first decoy runner there, the number 19. Then the second one comes through from Isaiah Ramosa. And in the end, the ball was received by Genesis Atai. Still had plenty of work to do. She had the support play. The falling off the tackle was Tia Moana Samaria Agnes Louise Edwards. And this is the performance from Akarana that we are used to seeing. This under-16s Akarana team. They've been the talk of the town here in Tauranga so far. Whispers saying that they could possibly be the or one of the teams to beat in the under-16s tournament. The goal kicking off the mark at the moment for Akarana, but it doesn't seem to be affecting them on the scoreboard. They lead Northland 16-love. Just starting to heat up here in Tauranga. We've been here since this morning. The sun is out for this try-scoring fest from Akarana. Watch this pass. Perfect timing. Louise Edwards just came in from her centre position, created the overlap for the offensive team. Impressive stuff, Akarana. We've been here since this morning, and it was very makariri earlier today with that breeze up. But now, if it's that sun is out in Tauranga. We've gone from 14 degrees to 17 degrees. Perfect rugby league weather. No rain. Who would think we'd have a rugby league tournament in Tauranga without rain? This is fabulous. Long may it last. All the possession and position is with Akarana. In the blue jerseys, right to left. What a delightful little dummy on the inside. She's got some pace, does Righteous to Taya. Big, strong, fast, athletic is the number 13. Sets things up nicely. This time, Sari Iafata, the number 11, says, I want a piece of the action. Doing the hard yards are the forwards from Akarana. An overlap, drawing the defenders. Offloads this time. Good tackle. Gets up again to find it over the line. That was a try-saving tackle initially from Teneti Usala. Keely Livingston said, you can't keep me down. She saw the line and thought, there's no one on me, I'll just get up and have a go. Inspirational stuff from Akarana. Good pass from Genesis Atai here. You watch this one. She gets it out to Keely Livingston, who goes down. Excellent tackle, but get the feeling that Teneti Usala was hoping that the referee would call held, but there was no one on her. Wasn't going to be the case. Ambitious stuff from Akarana. We'll get this kick in before a short halftime break. Last 6 minutes of play have been dominated by this side in blue. This is the Under-16s Girls National Youth Rugby League Tournament. And Akarana have got tongues wagging already. Struggling with the goal kicking. Hasn't made a difference. 30 seconds remaining. Not sure if we'll get the kick away, but one thing we can tell you is this Akarana side, led by some charging runs from Righteous to Taya, setting things up nicely for their backs to do what they do best, and that is draw, distribute, and score. Last 10 minutes of the first half have been dominated by the side in blue. Questions are being asked of Northland. They'll get an opportunity to take a short break in the middle. The Oranges have come out. Their coaches, Janie Marsh and Matthew Wynyard, will try and get this Northland team up and running as they embark upon trying to score some points in the second half. Don't go far. We'll be right back.
Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec will keep you operating.
Kia ora. Let's get you ready to go out there and have an epic rugby league game. But first things first, let's have a A simple warm-up is a game changer. Not only will it improve your performance, but it will reduce the chances of you getting an injury. And if you want to skip the sore muscles, don't skip the cool down. Now, tackling is a big part of the game, so don't cheat on the technique. A good tackle technique will help keep everyone safe. Collisions happen all the time, so it's important to know how to spot a concussion and what to do if it happens to you or a teammate. Sweet as, have a then go get into it.
some story right here. It's an absolute feast.
E tangata whenua Aotearoa e tū. E te tai tokerau e tū. Hokianga kuru e tū. New Zealand stand up, this is our time.
Akarana starting to take control of this match. A short half-time break. They dominated proceedings at the end of that first half, leading Northland in this under-16s National Girls Youth Tournament for Rugby League 22-0. Took them a while to get going, to be honest. Akarana, a few errors early in the piece, but once they decided that they wanted to get close to the try line, there was no stopping them. Emerson Eden Idemia struck first, the number 7. She's such a tremendous player. And they decided to share things around. Lovely little show and go that time from Righteous to Taya. That was spectacular. I could watch that 20 times over, in fact. She's an outstanding player. So fast, so big, so strong, and so deceptive with the ball in hand. Then it came all too easy for Akarana. The support players were there after the forwards did all the hard work up the front. And it came down to Genesis Arataki to hang on to the ball this time. Next time she decided, I won't score. I don't want to be greedy. I'm going to share the ball around. So she receives it, gets a nice little distribution off, finds the pacey Keely Livingston, who was initially shut down, but no player on her. Clever play from the number 20 to get up over the line and score. Great stuff from Akarana. There's just 20 minutes remaining in the match. Just 20-minute halves for this tournament. It goes very fast indeed. We've been here since early this morning, bringing you action of the under-18s and under-16s national tournament. I am Lavina Good. Proud to be here in Tauranga. I do say one of the most beautiful places in Aotearoa. Might be a little biased. This is my tangata whenua. But a great place to host this under-16s, under-18s National Rugby League tournament for Wahine. The best of the best representing their regions, school-age children. And we are seeing the future of rugby league on show here in Tauranga. It'll be Northland kicking off from right to left, trailing by 20 points. Got away early on them. Certainly within the match at the opening stages, but Akarana found form and were dominant in their performance. Short kick from Northland. Didn't quite make the distance. It's that wind again, but it can come back to haunt you. Not only do you lose possession, but you give away a penalty as well. That's not what you want to do when you're trailing by 20 points against Akarana. On the charge is the team in blue. Keep an eye on the number 13. She is outstanding. Righteous to tie up. She likes to have ball in hand and create havoc up the middle. The support play, as always, coming through by Sophia Ifata. Look at the reach out. How good was that? So much work to be done. 4 defenders all over her. Unstoppable was Sadi Ifata. Had plenty of work to do. Love to take a look at this one again. Set up, first of all, by Tutaya. Let's beat 1 defender. Charges through the line. 2 defenders, 3 defenders. Ankle tap. 4, 5, 6 defenders. Still got to reach out. Outstanding stuff. How inspirational is that from your number 11 early in the second half? I can tell you, very inspirational indeed. And even some of the supporters that are here from Northland were on their feet, paying homage to the number 11, Sadi Ifata. You are watching the National Youth Tournament for Wahine. It's a women's competition, under 16s, under 18s. This is an under-16s clash between Northland and Akarana. Northland scraping a few players together. They did have to lose a couple of players to the under-18 side who have been marred by injury and illness and sickness. So then they had to get a couple of late players come through that haven't necessarily been training with this Northland team over the past couple of weeks. The message coming in from the coaches, Janie Marsh and Matthew Wynyard, and the manager, Jolene Wynyard, is to try and make those tackles. And when you do have the ball in hand, you must complete the sets. What you don't want is Akarana with the ball in hand. So what they'd love dearly now, Northland, and the white jerseys right to left, is a mistake from Akarana, or a penalty even. Nearly happened. Came off the hand of Nature Flavel, the number 24, but she managed to retrieve it. Play to the substitutes coming on now for Akarana, not surprising with such a lead. Freya Beaumont, the number 18, is out. So too is the Nira Tutaya. That's Beaumont there. Long legs, really fast. Freya Beaumont, the number 18. She can click it. She is fast indeed. Casey Lee Tuesi has players on her back, still unstoppable, moving forward. Good footwork, strong legs. Finally, they put her down on the ground. The number 17 gets up. A little bit aggrieved from the attention in the tackle. Dummy out to the left, back on the inside. Hetariki. Good defence from Northland. They shut that one down. Ball goes to ground, but is retrieved by Idemia. Well done, Northland. Passing early in the tackle. It made the coaches a little nervous, I do think. Jenny Marsh and Matthew Wynyard, but I guess they have to do something as you trail by 26 points into the second half. What they'd love dearly is a penalty. You've got to attract those. Good. Charging run. Offloading early in the tackle, looking for opportunities. That was a great tackle out wide by the number 9, Azariah Amusa. She will tackle all day long as that number 9 from Akarana. She's 15 years of age. She likes to lead the tackle count at the end of the match. Good round the legs tackle that time from Safi Iafata, fresh from scoring a try. She says, it's not just about try scoring, I can nullify points as well. Looking for an opportunity here. Plenty of responsibility in the hands of Mia Hedden Salasi. Looking a little fatigued at the moment, Northland, because they have had to make so many tackles and overlap down the left-hand side of the pitch. Quickly snuffled out by the Akarana defenders. I think a hand came in that time from Atlanta Hetariki, but not too sure if the referee picked up on that one. Who'd be a referee? Goodness gracious. Who'd be a coach? Who'd be a referee? Leading 26-0. The team in the dark blue jerseys on the left to right of your screens. In command, in charge, in possession. Good run that time, Natalia Jemaevaya. They can't seem to put her down. She gets up quick and plays the ball. Outstanding stuff from the number 1 from Akarana. Good tackle. Inspirational defence from the fringe defenders from Northland. Looking back on the inside. The support play, as usual, is always there. All the hard work came from Ifiata. And then she had Emily Luelina Bodin Talasoa, number 12, who said, I'm open and I'm ready to score. Lovely ball on the inside. First of all from Emerson Eden Idemia. I'm pretty sure it was the halfback that distributed that. Maybe it was Hetariki. Watch this one. Sneaky ball on the inside. It was Hetariki. But just asking questions of the Northland defenders, who are literally starting to walk their way back behind the line. They are absolutely exhausted. Fatigue has set in. And there is a spring in the step of the Akarana players. They race away to a 30-0 lead with the kick to come. Clever play from the number 6, Atlanta Arataki, with the ball on the inside. I did like that. It was deceptive. Defenders had no idea she would do that. Here it comes. Keep an eye on the number 6. On the inside here, defenders no clue. Iafata said, I've already scored one. I think I'll give it to Emily Lualima Bodin Talusaya. Outstanding start from Akarana. Sun is shining. The breeze is starting to pick up. Temperature has risen over the last couple of hours, but as you're looking towards the screen, that breeze is coming. Well, strong wind is coming from left to right. It's gone from 25 kilometres an hour to about 28. And as you can see, it's played havoc with the ball for some of our players. Good run. Not content with the 32-0 lead is Akarana. They don't know where they will be at the end of the tournament. The more points they score can come in handy at the end of proceedings when we decide national champions. That there is Lenita Tutaya. They go out wide. Good hands from Akarana. From 6 to 7. Overlap. Plenty of players to choose from down the left-hand side. Eventually they decide Keely Livingston should be rewarded for her patience. She did not creep on to attack, did the number 20 from Akarana. Crosses for her third try in this match. The try-scoring machine is the number 20. That ball, that was outstanding. From 6 to 7. Hitariki to Iremia. That combination there, that 6-7 combination for Akarana has been like one jersey. Those two work so well together. It's almost like those two players, Atlanta Hitariki and Emerson Eden Iremia, play as one. They've been the driving force on the back of an outstanding forward performance from Akarana. And they are showcasing all of their skills here in Tauranga this afternoon. You are watching the 2024 Girls National Youth Tournament. NZRL teaming up with Stream Shop, bringing you live coverage wherever you're watching in Aotearoa. I hope you're enjoying the future stars of Women's Rugby League here across the Motul. Fighting for national glory. Being taught a lesson or two in the game of rugby league is this team from Northland. An exceptionally spirited start to the match from Northland. But now they're having to contend with fatigue and a hot shot Akarana outfit. Quick hands down the left-hand side. The overlap was created. The defender's just too slow to get to the ball player. And it was a case of Keely Livingston probably scoring her easiest try of the match. Most of these players, 15 years or younger. The skill set has been outstanding, as you would expect for a national tournament. Great tackle. That's inspirational right there from the number 13 from Northland, Christina Nathan. She's had to tackle her heart out this whole match as the number 13 from Northland. And I don't think she'll be able to stop just yet. Charging her way up the middle. Alden Bretio. She's the number 10. Quick play the ball once again, try and expose the weaknesses from the right-hand side defence from Northland. Very good one-on-one tackle. That was inspirational that time from Teniti Sala. Like on that time, the referee will pick that one up. Good pressure from Northland. They had to scramble. The opportunity was there for Akarana, and maybe at the start of the second half they would have gone on to score that, but a couple of try-saving tackles from the Northland backs meant that they will get the ball back. It would be great to see Northland in this under-16s competition score a try. That would be outstanding. But right now, even though they have possession, they're at the wrong end of the pitch. Let's see what they can do with the ball. Let's see if they can get some runners to try and expose some defensive weaknesses up the middle there from Akarana. 2 or 3 sets of runners to try and complete maybe 30, 40 metres. A high kick, a good chase, and anything can happen. Here's the first tackle for Northland. Trying to make yards. Good yardage that time. Not giving up. And offload. Sensing something special is Northland, looking for their first points in this clash. No way through the middle that time. The support players not there for Northland at the moment. It's only tackle number 1. That's an error which they would not want. Call that a falcon in the sport of rugby league. Straight off the noggin. Often it's from a kick, not necessarily from a pass, but it will go down as an error. Just over 7 minutes remaining in the match. Akarana, a commanding lead of 36 points. They'll show no mercy. They want to reward their fans here and also their coaching staff by scoring more points. They want to send a message to the other under-16s team. We are here to win a national title. Freya Beaumont, the number 18. She comes in at dummy half for distribution. So too does Zion Kuoi. She's the number 5. Only a young player from Akarana. Slow play the ball. It won't affect them too much, though. Short ball on the outside. Nice pass from Emerson Eden Idemia as she finds Britio always looking for the ball. Here come Akarana. The defence will have to be on song. Once again, no one trying to get underneath the ball. Sometimes it's not about pushing them off the ball or off the line. Just get under the ball to stop the try, which they couldn't do that time. Going through the motions is Akarana. Held it up nicely, in fact, did Hitariki. Held it up very nicely indeed. Casey Lee Puesi. The number 17 still had plenty of work to do. The Northland defenders paying the price for not keeping the ball off the try line. And the message has been sent out to Akarana, 50, 50, 50. That's what the coaches want. 50 points on the board. That would send a message to the other under-16s teams, wouldn't it? A 50-point drubbing of a side from Northland, who were very competitive in the opening 5 minutes of this match, but too tired from tackling at the moment is Northland. Akarana. There has been an Achilles heel of sorts. It would have to be the goal kicking as they come across more competitive teams. They would like more than anything to try and secure some of those points from the kick, but Akarana, an all-round decent performance from this side in blue. And the message has gone out. We want 50. They want 50 points on the board, and they've got under 5 minutes to try and do it. Meanwhile, Northland looking for their first points in this under-16s clash. You're watching the NZRL National Youth Tournament, Women's Rugby League. This is the future of rugby league right here. Glorious weather in Tauranga, a little windy, nothing to complain about. A good turnout here, Arataki Sports Ground, near Bay Fair at Mount Maunganui. New Zealand Rugby League are here. We just ran into Blake Ashford, actually, the former Warriors player. Done plenty of commentary with him. I might drag him in here at one stage. He's a decent man, is Blake Ashford, who now works as a development officer in the Bay of Plenty for New Zealand Rugby League, giving his bit back to the future of the sport. And we expect to see a few scouts turning up as well to look at the future. One person they'll keep an eye on is the number 10, Caden Bretio. She had her eyes on the try line and nothing was going to stop her. Nothing and no one. Watch this charging run. Watch where she receives the ball, how far she has to go. Right from the very beginning. Long stride, knees up, ball tucked in under the arm. Through 1, 2, 3 players. That there is an inspirational run. She obviously received the message that her coaches want 50 points on the board. You think under the sticks this time, there'd be an opportunity to add the 2 for Akarana. And then they'll probably have about 2 minutes to see if they can score one more try, or can Northland manage to find their way and penetrate the defence to try and put points. Would do them wonders if they could. What a showing from this under-16s team, Akarana. Fans are loving all the action. Like I say, it's not raining in Tauranga, which is absolutely delightful for a rugby league tournament. Unheard of at times. So we've got the referee and the ball in the middle. Waiting for the kick to happen. And it is secured. So another 2 points for Akarana. Under 2 minutes remaining. And I can tell you, Northland are sauntering their way back to the halfway mark to get the kick underway, because I feel as though they're pretty real ready to tap out. Akarana want the ball because they want to get to 50. Akarana are hungry for it. But Northland looking a little dishevelled. We won't be stopping the clock for anything, but we've gone from 2.5 minutes remaining to just under 1.5 minutes, and someone has to bring it out. Northland in possession. Just over a minute to see if they can get some points on the board. Showcasing some brilliance has Akarana in this under-16s competition. Wow, things to come from them. They have been clinical in some of their performances. Good charging run up the middle. The defence is up to the task from Akarana. Northland hoping to strike last. Unfortunately, there's not a last try wins games rule here for the NZRL Youth National Tournament. We'll bring some pride to the jersey. Half a minute remaining for Northland. Defence gets back nice and quick for Akarana. They decide to go to the right-hand side. Plenty of support play for Northland. Little chip through, and it was snuffled out by Beaumont. She reads it so well. Such a clever rugby league player is the number 18 from Akarana. So count down the clock. That was very impressive from this under-16s team. I know we'll be seeing a lot more of them throughout this tournament, but it might look like a drubbing on the scoreboard, but it was outstanding rugby league. Something that lots of these fans were impressed with. The referee gives a penalty to Northland, and they could take the kick if they wanted to. Get the feeling they might try and score a try, but hey, if you want 2 points, there it is. The penalty was awarded, so the referee will play out this final play. Will they kick through? Where are the options? Little grubber, maybe? Overlap on the left. The defence is coming through, looking for that try line. No way through. Defence too strong. Good effort from Northland to try and finish things off with a try, but in the end, Akarana too strong, too good. Wow, what a side. Akarana defeating this Northland team who struggled to find some players in this under-16s competition. 46 points to nil. Look out. Akarana are here to play in Tauranga, and they are hungry for a national title.